Hello everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with a winter camping trip to Mueller State Park here in Colorado. It's located in Divide, Colorado. This was a beautiful winter day. Look at this, it was sunny all day long. After I spent the day I was on a budget trip, so after I spent the day and hanging out in Manitou Springs, walking around, getting a bite to eat and stuff, I ended up heading into Mueller State Park to spend the night, and it was beautiful here. I had 5G while I was here. I was actually able to watch videos when I wanted to. I was actually the only camper. I was person camping here. There was wildlife. What was a trip about it was I saw, like, besides the ranger when I first checked in, all I saw was oh, what was it? I want a couple like doing a trail, and that was it the whole night. There was no one in my camping area at all. This is a good day, 30 watt solar panel. I was out here. One part of the reasons I did this camping trip was to review this. I had an electric blanket, a little heater, and all this good stuff. So I'm just making sure everything's charged up. I'm going to plug some stuff into the BLUETTI. You're not seeing it. So I wanted to, why I had stuff plugged in, make sure I was putting more power back into it, because I'm going to use that BLUETTI for my electric blanket that night. This is also, I've already done a review on this, the Goodaaa 45,000 mAh little power bank. This is one of my favorite ones I like taking with me because it's huge. It holds a lot of charge and works really well. So I'm making sure it's charged up with this because I'm also going to use this to keep my phone and all that and my tablet charged. I have a full review of this, the Goodaaa 30 watt solar panel, folding solar panel. But that was one of the main missions, was that and the electric blanket. Oh, on a mattress. So right now I'm just taking out all my stuff. I'm sped up. Do you think I'm moving fast? It's because it's sped up. I was trying to move fast anyway because I probably got here, oh, getting close to the evening time, and it gets darker quick in Colorado or in the winter time. So I'm trying to make sure everything's out because at this point the temperature is actually under 40 degrees, and it's going to keep dropping as the day goes on. Also, so Mueller State Park is located in Divide, Colorado area. The elevation I'm at is around 9,600 feet, 9,600 feet. So I'm up here. This is Colorado. We have some elevation here. When I did my trip to the Pacific Northwest, I would be going down through the mountains. I'm like, man, I've been going forever. What elevation am I at now? And I had to ask my phone, and it'd tell me 200 feet, and I'm still in the mountains. Here, this is almost 10,000 feet I'm at right now. I would actually go do a little hike. So right now I'm taking everything out of the 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche. I keep my clothes and my mattress, everything in the vehicle usually. I don't put it in the back because even in in trucks, a lot of stuff can get dusty, and that stuff I'm going to be sleeping with and all that stuff. So I don't want it all dusty. This is the first time I've ever used an electric blanket, guys. I've had this blanket for a year or two, and I've never taken it out of the package. And I'm like, darn it, I'm going to use it this time. And I'll leave and this is going to be a God honest review of this, of a electric blanket, and I'll leave some Amazon links for everything I talk about. um, and to be honest with you, I had to ask myself, why have I not used an electric blanket before? Have I been hard-headed? Perhaps I've been hard-headed, because I tell you what, it dropped down to the low 20s. There's my tablet. It dropped to the low 20s, and I was super comfy. And how you'll see me have it set up, you'll see that I have the electric blanket over my sleeping bag, laying over it. Actually, what will end up happening that night is this: I'll put the electric blanket in my sleeping bag with me, and man, I was really comfortable. I haven't been that comfortable on a cold winter night probably ever, except for when I have the electric EV and I have it plugged in, just and it would come on every so often with heat. Now this is the best thing about the 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche. But getting back to electric blanket real quick, get one. They're awesome, and it's a 12 volt, so it doesn't take a lot of energy. Um, so let's set it up. So this I've sent another video. Chevrolet Avalanche '07 to 2013 or whatever it is, the second gens have a 4.5 foot bed, which is about the size of almost every other truck. But the key thing they have is you can drop the back, and all of a sudden you go from having a 4.5 foot bed to now you have an 8 foot bed. So right now I'm setting it up, and like I said, everything is sped up. You see what I'm using, this gym, or it's a gym or fatigue mat. People use it in garages and stuff. This will be the last time I ever use this. It's not that it's uncomfortable. Its main thing is keeping my mattress off of the truck bed. Even though I cleaned the truck and all that stuff, I don't want my mattress dirty, so put something under it too, and it also helps with heat and all that stuff. The reason I will not use this again is when I woke up in the morning, I had two things. I had this bath mat, and then I had this that like fatigue mat or whatever it is. The fatigue mat was wet, so something with it and how it absorbs moisture and stuff, it's a no-go. I wasn't wet or anything during the night. I wasn't anything like that, but something under it attracted a lot of moisture, and how it absorbed it wasn't very cool. Versus the mat that was sitting next to it, that was nothing like that. So I definitely will not use this again for this purpose. I may cut it up a little bit and use it, say, with my bathroom tent and stuff like that. It'll get used, but it definitely can't be used to sleep on, because if I was on extended, I don't want my stuff cold or moisture sitting on stuff. So this right here is a Japanese mattress I ordered. Don't disregard the name of it. I'll put ones just like it. They're all about the same. Even those Japanese, they come from China. A lot of these kind is a budget one. I got this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone, and I'll leave links for this in the same exact size. This is probably the most comfortable mattress I've had outside of my camper, my hard-sided camper. This thing, I slept really well on this mattress, and it's pretty compact, honestly, when you put it and when you fold it up and stuff, and it goes in that bag. I slept really well, everyone, and I'll leave links in the description for this as well. I still like my trifold mattress as well, but it doesn't compare to this. This is super comfy, and people had said that had back problems and stuff, it was comfortable and everything, and it really was. And considering I slept in low 20s, maybe it could have been in the teens, this night when I would go to sleep. And I slept good on this. And also, you see me doing truck camping. Rewind it real quick. So I'm doing Pacific Northwest videos right now, putting them all together and stuff. But I want to put these winter videos in here out of order, just because I know some people are doing winter camping, or they're kind of interested in it, and maybe this motivates them to, or they're just curious of someone else's setup or how they're doing it. So I want to get these out in the winter as well. Don't worry, I'm finishing up the Pacific Northwest ones as well. So as I said, right now I'm setting everything up. I didn't bring a refrigerator or anything. I just brought a basic little cooler, because I knew I was going to go out to eat. And the main thing I'm doing is basically saving money on a hotel and paying 30 some bucks to stay here. And here's the thing. There was electrical hookups here. I didn't really look well, and Mueller was kind of my last choice. It's not that there's nothing wrong with it. I'll come back here again because I actually really like this state park now that I've been here. And I've been here in the past years ago, but I forgot about it just to do hiking because I was in the area. But anyway, they had plug-ins, 120-watt plug-ins. If I kind of wouldn't have brought the truck, and it's not that I don't I love the truck, but I would, when I have electrical, I'll bring the EV instead, because I could have just plugged the EV in. And I promise everyone, especially people interested in EVs, I am going to do winter camping with my Nissan Ariya. I just got new tires put on. Oh, it burns through tires. The EV does, but that's what happens. You have a 500, a CUV with 500 torque. But I got new tires on it and everything, so it is going to get a winter camping trip going on. And I'll use this mattress in there because it does fit. So all I'm doing is setting everything up, putting out my sleeping bag, and like I said, do not look at how when you see me showing off everything, I put the electric blanks on top. I did not sleep that way because it defeats the purpose. It works so well inside your sleeping bag. So those of us who do winter camping, a lot of times your feet get cold. Even, you have to wear socks and all that stuff. Man, my feet weren't cold the whole night with that electric blanket. It was a 12 volt. It never went over about 55 watts. So my 750 or whatever it is wattage, I'll leave a link in the description for it as well. The BLUETTI Powerbank I have had like 40% left in the morning. And so it was good. I started the truck maybe 2 or 3 times that night, not necessarily because I was cold, because I needed to go to the bathroom and I didn't want to get out. I knew I was warm in a sleeping bag and everything, but I didn't want to get out of the sleeping bag and I have to go to the bathroom. So one time, well, two times. Once when I had to run to the bathroom, and then in the morning, you heat it up before you get out. And the best thing about the Avalanche is since it folds down, you sleep partly in the bed of it, but when you want to get up, I can get on my knees and everything, and I crack my head and all that stuff like I would say in it, other vehicles I have like that. So you can get on your knees, you can sit up, all that stuff with no problem. You don't feel like you're in a coffin or anything like that. My only thing with me is the reason I put stuff at the end this time while I'm setting everything up. I put stuff at the end is sometimes I end up somehow because I move around a lot when I sleep. I end up slowly going down into the bed, But one thing about bringing this truck this time, like I said, I was the only one here. I'm sure there was no more than 10 people probably in the entire park, and it probably counts a couple of rangers here too. And you can feel a little spooky when it's just you and it gets pitch black out here, as you will see. But having a vehicle like this, you feel super comfortable, super safe. Not only that, when you lock it, the tailgate locks, everything locks with it. The panels on top of it are super strong. They each can withstand 250 pounds of weight, I believe it is, on each one of the three panels. But also what I did before this trip is I went ahead and took some more window seal, because I had a little drips, not drips, but like little water where water came through before. We're not playing that because it could snow. Anything can happen. I can't have moisture coming in here. So I went ahead and sealed the three panels, which is not a big deal. I'm not taking the panels off during this winter, and I rebuilt them a little bit, the little seals before, but I got to do a little bit better with them. But having it sealed up like that, there was no leaks, no nothing. If I need to take them off, they'll still pop apart, and I can take a little razor blade and cut them and all that stuff. So it's not a big deal. I'll probably have a picture or a video a little bit showing what exactly I'm talking about I did with them. So all I'm doing is setting everything up, and I got it sped up because you don't need to see a 30-minute video of me setting up. Well, I don't think you want to see a 30-minute video, but this is how I operate when I know I'm going to be in town. So I went to Manitou Springs. I was planning to eat lunch. Was it there I ate? No, I ended up eating lunch in Woodland Park. I'm sorry. I walked around Manitou, and I'll have a video of that coming out too. But here's a heater I was going to test, and I did test a little bit, but honestly, I didn't even use it, but maybe twice, because I was so impressed by the heated blanket. So the next thing I'll get besides the heated blanket is it takes 52 watts. I would like to have a heating pad. Not just to use both of them, but I honestly think a heating pad would have sufficed for me. Honestly, a heating pad would have probably been just as good for me, possibly for me in my sleeping bag. So we're walking around, we're setting everything up. This is my little emergency stuff I carry with me. This is my basic stuff when it's just me. I keep a little cheap toolbox where I keep utensils, a cup, a tin cup, or a metal cup. A plate or two. There's my moon lens, seat, which I don't need because this has that. So I was going to set it up. I was like, I don't need that this time. I didn't pull out my canopy either, because my awning, because it's almost dark. I just be pulling it out just for you guys. I would not use it this late. Also, Mueller State Park, very beautiful, very clean. The bathrooms are awesome here. They were really awesome. Look at the inside. You see all the room I have. I have so much room. There is no feeling claustrophobic in this vehicle. Plus, how it's set up where you're out partially in the back of the truck, the front of the truck. You don't there. See how I did some sealing just to make sure. I had in case it snowed, there was no questions about there being any type of leaks. So anyway, I'm setting up everything. I'm gonna race against time because it's starting to get dark. I also had went for a little bit of a hike earlier after I got here, right when I got here before I set up. I did that, and like I said, it's around 10,000 feet. I'm just showing you everything, what I'm doing and everything. Going to go through my stuff, what I need to pull out. It's just me. I need a utensil. I got a knife on me, maybe some hot cocoa, a plate. that, my squeeze gel, because sometimes I don't have time to be playing around with lighting a fire. Throw some squeeze gel on there and let's roll. One thing, it did take me longer to make a fire because I forgot to bring in some tinsel and stuff like that. So I didn't have any like little bitty wood scraps with me this time. I could have made some, but by that time the temperature is dropping now. So it was 36 degrees when I got here. It's now probably starting to get towards a lower, get to the 20s now, maybe so. So now you see I got a coat on, got my little thing on. You see that sun starting to go down, so we're rolling. Not just sped up, but I'm trying to get done now. So I'm putting on my window covers. I'll leave a link for these in Amazon. They're dirt cheap. They work. I went ahead and bought a second pair to have in this vehicle and have one in my Aria, so there's no questions that both my cars have them when I need them. And they give you so much privacy. You combine them with the sun, your little sun thing that goes in the front windshield, and you're good to go. And it just looks like your windows are tinted super dark, which these are anyway. Take a look around. It's beautiful. It's quiet. It can be a little creepy. Look at how dark it is. I'll have a link in here for some LED light strips I use, and I love these things. That's what's on the back of the truck right here. I keep two of them, and I just plug them into little bitty power banks and keep them like that. But it was dark. As that sun started going down, it got dark. I got my fire started. I had a little light dinner. See it sipping 52 watts on the electric blanket. We are now in bed, and I'm have my tablet set up, probably watching a scary movie, probably creeping myself out even more. I didn't finally tell you that I bring two jackets, one for while I'm camping and one for in the city, so I don't smell like fire. So the one I'm wearing is for out camping and stuff like that, and my nicer one is sitting on my seat for when I'm in the city, so it doesn't smell like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This Mueller State Park, I recommend it. Get out there, do some camping of your own. Have a good day, everyone.